Hey guys, it's Heather from Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. I'm going to give you a quick look at my vegetable plants for today. What is today? Today is like the 1st or 2nd. I actually was gone to Kentucky for a whole week and I just came back. Had some issues along the way. I had a biopsy wound on my arm that ended up getting infected. And then I also got either a tick or bug bite before I left to go to Kentucky that ended up getting infected. I'm not sure if it is like turning into Lyme disease, bullseye rash. Regardless, I did get some antibiotics from a virtual visit while I was in Kentucky. So I've been on an antibiotic for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. So it is looking better, but I'm not feeling well. It makes me very, very nauseous, the medication. And I just don't feel well, don't look well. So you're just going to look at the plants and not see me in this video today. But I did want to give you a quick peek before I start pruning, because everything is just a complete wild mess. I did harvest a zucchini off of this guy yesterday. So today's Sunday. I must have got home. Yeah, I got home close to midnight on Saturday night. So yesterday I did come out here for a minute and I did get one of those big zucchinis. But it is humid. It is hot. I brought the storms to Kentucky and then I brought the storms back with me. It's a 10 to 11 hour drive for me, and well, it stormed all the way down almost and then all the way back. So we're just going to look at the vegetable plants. But look, a dahlia's getting ready to open. That's pretty. All right. Ooh, it's so hot. It's literally like being in a box, an oven or something. Oh, look. The hardy hibiscus is going to open. Yay. And then I've got that volunteer watermelon. I've got my jalapeno here. Oh, I've actually got jalapenos. Yay. I don't know if you can see them. They're in there. That's great. Okay. And then I've got my Thai chili pepper. Looks good. And we are not going to try to go down there. Now when I left, I had 2 cucumber plants. Now there's just 1. So I have a feeling a deer came by and just pulled the whole plant. It should have been right here. Artichoke. Don't see anything like a flower shooting out or anything. Jeffrey, it's okay, buddy. Okay, another artichoke. All right, my peppers look beautiful. Look at that. Can't get over all the growth that has happened in just a week. Oh wow, they look great. So this is my California Wonder. In the back are my poblanos. So I got 2 poblanos in the back there. They look really, really, really pretty. That one is like huge, huge. Okay, that looks great. Oh, and here's my tomato plant. These are going to be my first to ripen. I might go ahead and pick a couple, to be honest. Just let them ripen on the counter. They are so pretty. This is that one sucker that I took off my indoor plant, and I planted it April 1st. And now we are about ready to harvest. There's a lot on there. So I've got a couple different cucumber varieties in here and 1 jelly melon. I have had notoriously difficult time with jelly melons. That is the farthest I have ever gotten with one. Hopefully it will continue. Looks like I got quite a few blossoms on the eggplants. Man, is it hot out here. I'm starting to think this is actually a squash at this point. This is a volunteer. Let's see. Definitely probably a squash. Okay. Don't think we should try to get back in there, but you can see my Brussels sprout still growing. Well, it's not growing, it's just finishing up producing those Brussels. Probably take some of those off tonight for dinner. I love when the thyme blooms. It is just gorgeous. Wow, those are getting big back there. I can't wait to try that variety. That's called Earl's. I've never tried that variety. Got some Dr. Witchies back in there. This is a mortgage lifter. I really thought they would get bigger than that. There are some German pinks looking good. And my cantaloupes, I don't know if you can see them right next to the bag. There's 3 of those, and then I've got some honeydew that did germinate while I was gone. Onions really took off to their transplant. And the clover grass blend really came in great. Lots of tomatoes to get back and tie up, prune. Haven't really done any pruning yet. I've got all my cherry tomatoes doing well. Don't see any red fruit though. Sedum. So I'm only focusing on the vegetable plants today, but look at how much the coleus has grown in. I think it's so pretty. I love coleus in the shade. Wow, look at how big the tromboncino got. So when you have squashes that turn yellow after their little baby growths appear, this means it probably didn't get pollinated. So this is not a viable fruit, most likely. I can leave it a couple of days and see what happens, but to me it looks like it's non-pollinated. All right, don't see any other fruits yet, but we will. I definitely need to harvest that Brussels sprout. It has such a strong odor. It's coming all the way towards me, like I can smell it. I think I'll try to get in there and just cut whatever Brussels I can find and take that out. I have an aversion to the smell of ripe brassicas. I don't know why, I don't like that smell at all. This is a purple Cherokee. Forgot what this is, but there's some big fruits in there. There's 4 different varieties in this bed. Peppers look okay. I do see a lot of leaf damage though. Look at that. We need to come in here tonight and look for hornworm or some kind of caterpillar. Nah, that looks really suspicious. Beans, of course, are just going nuts and wild. Have 5 bean seeds here. I'm going to reseed though, so I have 1 every 4 to 6 inches. A couple of calendula. And then these are, I think these are big rainbow here. Pretty sure. Lots and lots to get cleaned up. Another pepper plant. I've only got 1 pepper on there though. Goodness. Cucumbers taken off over here, all the way up the trellis. This is a Space Master, so it's not supposed to get but a 4 to 5 foot vine. But it's looking a little big to me, but I see lots of pollinators in there, and I see little fruits, little bitty cucumbers, so that's great. These red cabbages are taken off. I do have some baby lettuce seed in here to do an experiment with to see how well they do in this heat. A few peppers in here with the strawberries, and then we've got beans on that back cattle panel. You can see the cucumbers are kind of spreading into the bean field, but that's fine. My neighbor's plants look pretty good over there that I donated to her. And we're not going to look at any of this. Do want to come out here and get these chamomile before the next storm, which is in about 3 to 4 hours. These tomatoes, they are struggling, but they are producing fruit. You know, this was a brand new bed I made a couple months ago. Could have been a little too rich with the compost and the soils that I put down. Could just be being planted directly into this clay soil. There's a lot of reasons why these guys could be struggling, but the Purple Rain looks great. And I had a feeling it would do great in this location because it did not like to germinate with heat. It did not like a lot of sun. I feel like this is probably a really good plant for shaded gardens. Unfortunately, I couldn't hardly find the seeds anywhere online. When I was doing research on this plant in the early spring, because I had bought the seeds a few years ago from Baker Creek, they no longer sell these seeds. And I had questioned them because I was having a hard time with germination. And then I was looking online to see if I could find other reviews, and I could hardly find these seeds at all, or they were sold out. So I'm going to be saving the seeds from these plants in case, you know, they are like this super great shade growing tomato. Okay, still have not cleaned this bed up, but I think I'll have to maybe start some brassicas here for the fall and or plant beans on these trellises. The green stalks are just going nuts. I've got two different varieties of tomatoes growing, the Purple Rain and then also the one called Fred. It's Fred's. It's a tie-dye, so I can't wait to see that. The Purple Prince, actually it's not Purple Prince, it's Little Prince. They're producing, so it looks really good. Really good. And then of course all these guys are doing great. This is Purple Cherokee. There's a lot of giant fruits in there. Then I've got my Paul Robeson here. He's not producing as vigorously as the Purple Cherokee, but he's coming along. I mean, he's got some babies there. They all need to get tied up. They all need pruning, and I'm not a heavy pruner. This is another Earl's and Dr. Ritchie here in this container, which is a huge container. Let's see. Peppers are trying to recover. Looks like. Oh, my fish pepper's so pretty. I love him so much. I love the variegated leaf. So pretty. I don't like a yellow variegated leaf, but I love a white variegated leaf. And that's so pretty. Let's see. I forgot. Is this pepperoncini? And this is poblano? No. Wait a minute. How many peppers I got here? Yeah. This is poblano over here. So definitely far behind compared to the one out front. And then I've got two Bradleys here. They have some blight issues. See? I'm going to come out here. I'm going to pull off all those yellow leaves. All of them. And he'll be fine. I mean, we deal with that. It is humid. I have sweat running off of me right now. There's no way these plants can't suffer, you know, from all this humid, wet, damp, hot, gross weather. Look at these gypsy peppers. And look at that tiny pot they're growing in, and they're doing phenomenal. That's an experiment I'm working on, just to see how much space I can grow in. But he's looking phenomenal, just beautiful. Lots of growth back there on that green stalk. I'll do a separate video on my green stalk soon, because guess what? It's time to clean them up again. I can see I've got carrots down there that need to get picked. I've got petunias that need to get cut back significantly. And I've never grown stevia, so I need to look this up. Not sure how to harvest, how to cure it. But yeah, these petunias, they are a mess. And then the strawberry leaves, I may dry some of those for medicinal properties, and just to clean up the green stalk in general. Okay guys, just a few more things and we're going to end this, because I'm going in to rest and hydrate. Don't see any figs on that fig tree, but look at that tomato. Look at that. It's using my bay window as support, and that's fine. I'm just going to let it do its thing and then harvest and then be done with it. A couple peppers here too, and this is another one of those Tasmanian chocolates. He needs a support. Today I'll do that. You can see they grow taller and lankier with less sun, but he is still growing. This is a lunchbox pepper. Those strawberries that I had to transplant into new soil did not survive, I don't think. We'll give them some time and see, but only one looks viable. So, lesson learned about soil. So we're going to get inside, right, Jeffrey? Talk to you guys soon. Have a great gardening day. Bye. Oop, strawberry. Bye, guys.